Hey, Mzansi. Mzansi, fresh details of the government's wild goose chase to track down the elusive Tembisa 10 decuplets have emerged, and it turns out the mother is not even 37 years old as reported, but 48, and here's more. Hello and welcome to Entertainment News Mzansi. Now, if you're new to my channel, you know you're here for this story. Go ahead, click the subscribe button and the bell, and you'll never miss an update. So Mzansi, the first names of the woman, as reported by the Pretoria News, are also incorrect. Now, according to a leaked memo obtained by the Sunday Times, allegedly, initially named as Khosiyami Sithole, the woman's identity document, a copy of which the Sunday Times has allegedly seen, shows different first names. It also indicates she was born in 1972. Now, this memo, dated June 18, 11 days after the supposed birth of the babies, was compiled by Tembeni Mhlongo, head of department in the Gauteng provincial government. Addressed to Premier David Makhura and his MECs of Social Development, Health and Community Safety, it says the Social Development Department first heard from Sithole in 2017 when she said she was heavily pregnant with triplets and asked for a social worker to help her. Now, Mzansi, she also allegedly said she had 2-year-old twins with a former partner who had died, and that her relationship with the father of her triplets has broken down. A social worker provided psychological support, and later that year, Sithole told the social worker she had a job and that all 5 of her children were being cared for by an aunt in Soweto. On June 7, Sithole again contacted the social worker on WhatsApp, saying she had met a new man and had given birth to decuplets at a private hospital in Pretoria at 7 a.m. that morning. Now, she also reported that the babies were born prematurely at 29 weeks and that the father, identified by the Pretoria News as Tebogo Tsotetsi, was in Cape Town making business deals regarding the babies. Now, this social worker went to the hospital to visit Sithole, but when she got there, she told Sithole she was outside. The memo states Sithole responded in an unprecedented manner. She was hysterical, crying, and reported that she is under a lot of pressure. She's having suicidal thoughts. Now, the social worker probed further and asked who was pressuring her, and she allegedly said the pressures from the media people handling the case of the Tsotetsi family. She also alleged that they are accusing her of leaking information to the social worker, and she must stop talking to a social worker, Mhlongo's report says. Now, Sithole begged for counseling and even suggested that later she can sneak out of the hospital and request an Uber and meet with the social worker for counseling elsewhere. Now, the social worker told her not to sneak out as she's still in recovery and is in no position to roam around. Now, when this social worker asked for her bed number and the name of her doctor, Sithole said she could not pronounce the surname of the doctor. However, it is a white doctor. Sithole also said that she has found a sponsor for a delivery of her decuplets, and so far they have provided her and the babies with sufficient resources. The Tsotetsi family spokespeople listed on a statement previously issued by the family did not respond to requests for comment. Now, the Gauteng provincial government has instructed the state attorney to sue the independent media group over the saga. After the decuplets couldn't be found, the editor of the Pretoria News, Peter Rampedi, accused the province and senior politicians of a cover-up and said there might have been a medical negligence. Gauteng's government spokesperson Thabo Masebe said the Social Development Department would work with the Department of Home Affairs to check if the triplets, who have also never been found, were registered on its system. But he said no one was searching for the 10 babies any longer. They don't exist. She was not pregnant recently and did not give birth to 1, 2, or even 10 babies. We are now focusing our attention on what support can be provided for Mrs. Sithole and her 2 children through the Department of Social Development, he said. Now, this memo states that wild, untested allegations made by independent media group caused serious reputational damage to the government, both locally and abroad. Meanwhile, the South African National Editors Forum welcomed and announced by independent media chair Iqbal Souve that an independent panel would be established to investigate the handling of the story, and they believe this is the correct approach. Now, there you have it, Mzansi. It looks like this Tembisa saga is really going places, and it looks like this woman was a scammer from back in 2017, allegedly, and there were never triplets, there were never 10 babies. Literally, there was never any babies. Why she's doing this, we are yet to find out. Do leave your thoughts on the comment section below. I love to hear from you. But for now, I will bring you the updates hot, just the way you like it.